We're going to talk about this past week's Explicit conference. My name is Tisha Layfelt, and I'm honored to be able to be hanging out with these guys because they're my panel, and they're going to talk about Explicit.
Explicit was our high school conference, and it was a conference focused on purity and really just to set people free of sexual bondage, a lot of guilt and self-condemnation. And it was just a really empowering conference and encouraging conference for high schoolers and for the youth of Hawaii to really have a vision for their lives and their sexual life and purity. So I think over 600 plus youth were there that Friday night, and over 250 parents were there for this conference.
The environment was electric, and there was a lot of energy there. It wasn't a drab thing. And I didn't feel when I was there, I didn't feel like it was people talking down to the youth.
It was very empowering. And I felt like, people left not feeling, discouraged if they have already lost their virginity or I just felt like it really gave students tools in their hands to be able to go home and live out a lifestyle of purity. Yeah. And then on top of that, to have it be where you have parent workshops at the same time, I had never heard of anything like it. I thought that was so unique because it is about marriage and family. And that's what we're after is, for Hawaii, that's what we want to see is the marriages and families lived out godly.
There was a moment when, at the end of the night, when the parents came in and they went down on their knees and they asked, for forgiveness of anything, about anything that may have happened.
So it's 250 parents going right up to the front, getting on their knees and asking all these kids
to forgive them.
Yeah. Nobody usually writes on Instagram, but this girl, I'm going to remain anonymous here. This is what she writes. I'm so thankful we had the opportunity to attend. It definitely gave me new perspectives on why I'm worth the wait, why it's important to love ourselves, but most importantly, why it's so important to have a relationship with God.
Because of this conference, it really just opens up our kids even to realizing, hey, sex is a beautiful thing that God created within the context of marriage. And that's something we can talk about as a church. That's something that as parents got equipped on that night to have conversations with their kids. Some of our youth leaders were there, and so they were equipped onto, well, why does the Bible say that we need to hold sex for marriage, and so our youth leaders are being equipped, our kids are now being equipped.